Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to this week's In Focus Friday, where we look at cool things made of silver or gold. And I am filming today in Hatton Garden in Chards' office, where I have come to pick up my latest purchases de facto from the Royal Mint. I've purchased these coins, the latest in the Sovereign Proof series, and this beautiful BU Sovereign, directly from Chards rather than directly from the Royal Mint. And that I think is going to be my go-to where I possibly can for the coins I would like to collect, because the service I felt was just a lot better from Chards than from the Royal Mint. And an added little bonus is that they go through the coins first and check them and make sure they're all okay before they allocate them out to their customers, which is always a nice thing. So that's fantastic, and I would just like to extend my warm thanks to Chards for accommodating me here today, where we can go through the coins that I've added to my personal collection for the 2026 Sovereign. Now this is the new Sovereign that has changed its alloy to be yellow gold, and I'm a big fan of that idea. I think it's a very cool thing. It's a long time coming. I think we are really going to see the difference. I haven't got any of the old pink Sovereigns here to showcase next to, but in due course we will when we see them. And we've also got a little tube of the Bullion Sovereigns to have a look at as well at some point. So it's a really good change, and I like it, and I like the fact that the Sovereign in its purest form, the proof Sovereigns here, look so good. Gosh, look, black background with the black boxes. We should maybe have thought about that, but hey, never mind. Let's get some colour on the table with these brilliant boxes. Now, I have gone for a pretty decent amount of coins within this collection. I am, as you guys know, pretty Sovereign heavy in my collection, and the changing of the guard in terms of the colour of these coins was a real big win for me for the long-term collection, for what I like to call my legacy collection of, I think, stuff that will be sought after in the future. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm certainly not an investment advisor, I'm just a guy who likes shiny things, and I like these. And despite the very high premiums on them, because of course gold is very high right now, but also of course the fact that there is a high premium on a proof coin, I still think these are so good and so beautiful, and they fit within my long-term strategy to build up my collection, which is why I have gone for them. And to boot, they are very low on their mintages. We have got, I think, somewhere within here, a certificate of authenticity. Yep, there we go. Oh, I've got a cool number 222. If you want something cool for the Cool Kids Club to quote, then that is the number 2 quote. So 2026 Sovereign, we can see here all of the different individual mintages within here, the 5 Sovereign piece being, in my opinion, the key piece. Although it is interesting to talk about the key piece in that it is now so expensive just on its own from the gold weight, let alone the premiums of the proof nature of it, that one might argue that it puts it out of the realm of a lot of people. But as collectors go, there are, I think, a lot of good things going on with any proof Sovereigns that are special, that are different, and certainly by changing the guard, changing the alloy, making these the yellow gold, that is a good thing from the Royal Mint. So there's all the other specifications there that you can have a look at your leisure and see. But I do think this set is really good. But one thing I wanted to focus on more over than the set in this video is my experience with Chards. So they are sponsoring our channel, and it's a pleasure to be sponsored by them. They are, in my opinion, one of the best bullion dealers in the whole of the UK. And the buying experience was fantastic. So for those that might not know, if you are a customer of the Royal Mint where you've spent enough bloody money with them, you get put into this thing called the Mint Mark scheme, where you get an account manager and they will help and keep you up to date with all the latest releases coming out, and you can hopefully then get some of the coins without having to go through all of the queue drama on the days of release. However, this time round it was just a little bit less than perfect with their customer experience from the Royal Mint. So I reached out to Chards and said, look, we've got this date in the calendar where I'm coming up to talk with you guys about the new 2026 Sovereign. Can I order it from you? Because I'm not getting anywhere with the Royal Mint. And they were very good about that. They, of course, were very happy to have the business, of course, and to sell me the sets that I wanted. So on the day of release, just got in touch with them to confirm. Done, money paid, seamless, easy. That's all you want. That's all you want. And the customer experience has been second to none. And it's been really good to get these coins here in person today. And from what I'm seeing here, I'm not seeing any issues on these coins at all. I will, of course, be going over them in a little bit more detail with with a little loop and everything at some point, but I think they're great, and I think they look fantastic. So that's the 5 coin set. We've got the 5, the 2, the 1, the half, and the quarter. I do think we will see, perhaps in the not too distant future, an 8th sovereign being included in these sets. It would round out the set quite nicely to have the 5, 2, 1, half, quarter, 8th. But I think that's the way it's going at the moment with the fractional nature of gold's requirements, because it's so expensive. So we'll have to see how that goes. Here's an interesting little tidbit as well. So you may have noticed when we were taking out these sets that they came in these outboard motors. No, they're not outboard motors, backyard bullion. They're outer sleeves. They came in these outer sleeves, but the 3 coin set didn't. There's a little bit of an oversight, it seems, on the packaging front from the Raw Mint, and the wonderful people here at Chards made me aware of that before I unboxed it, and we can then see if they can replace or give us that set at some point, that sleeve at some point to finish the set. But here we've got certificate number 409 of the 3 coin set, and put that back in there. We can get those coins out. So again, you see the nice presentation. Look, the Raw Mint and I have had a torrid relationship, to say the least, over the last couple of years, and especially over the last couple of months. But I will be the first to say that whilst I enjoy lambasting the Raw Mint when they get things wrong with a view to trying to make them do it right in the future, when they get things right, they get it really right. And there are still a lot of good things that happen from the Raw Mint, and I just wish we'd see more of those good things coming from the Raw Mint, rather than just some of the less than good things happening when it comes to things like quality control or issues on release days, or just generally other things going on with the Raw Mint that I am not a personal fan of, like making large losses. But I do want to applaud the Raw Mint for their ability to make these coins just so good. When they get it right, they get it right. And that's why, unfortunately, I feel like a little bit of a what's the best expression to use? A little bit of like a victim of my own pleasure, really, of a victim of my own, hoisted by my own petard sometimes, when I continue to go back to the Raw Mint to ask for products, and then I'm let down. But if we keep on their case, if we keep talking to them and sharing our experiences as customers, I think overall we will get a better result from it. So there we go. There are the beautiful 2026 sovereigns. I unfortunately won't have them for very long in my possession, because I am literally going to go to NGC straight after filming this video and drop them off for grading, because the grading deadline for first releases is literally tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get those all sent off for grading, and then in, I don't know, 3-4 months' time, when they come back, we can have a look at them in a little bit more detail. But there we go. Thank you, amazing to Chards, for their customer experience. Highly recommend them. There is a link in the description box below to their website. And if you are somebody who wants to buy some stuff from the Raw Mint, if you like the products but you just have had bad experiences from the Raw Mint, then it might be worth considering using someone like Chards to help you get those coins into your collection, which you so desire. I know that's where I'm going to be for the forthcoming future releases, where I possibly get. There are still some exclusives from the Raw Mint that unfortunately we have to go with the Raw Mint to get, but that is the nature of the industry right now. So yes, go and check out Chards. Thank you all for watching. Cool kids. Quote me serial number 222 down in the comment section, and we'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.